Alrighty, so today we are going to be talking about the best leader skill units in Dokkan. You guys know that right now the game is in maintenance, so it is going to be a little bit tricky for us to actually be in game and do stuff there, but you guys know me, I love me some Dokkan info videos. So, with that being said, what we are going to be classifying this sort of video as is characters that you are going to be wanting to run two of, characters with decent leader skills, and that you're going to be able to run efficiently, take advantage of nice leader skills, and build the best teams possible with these characters, right? It should be no surprise that a majority of these characters are going to be newer LRs, because that is the way that the game is shifted, where, you know, you're going to want to be prioritizing the newest LRs at the time in order to get the most out of your characters, right? I don't think that should come as a surprise to most people, but with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And the first character we're going to be talking about is All Out Super Attack Gohan. Now, Gohan is a Kamehameha leader, I'm sure, as most of you know at this point. A pure 200% for the Kamehameha category. Now, if we pull up the Kamehameha category, we could talk about why he is such a good leader, right? Not only is he like a top 4 unit in the game at his worst, and at his best, he's number 1, I'd say, just depending on how you want to rank things. But this category has a pretty wide array of different characters that are going to work out pretty nicely for you, right? We've got Gohan himself. We have the Super Saiyan trio. Tech Ultra Instinct Goku, very good character, obviously. Tech Vegeta is going to work on this team now, so he's a very nice character. We have Evoken, AGL UI Goku, STR Super Vegito, right? We go down to the TURs. We have this version of Goku down here, God Goku, Fat Boo, but Fat Boo you're not really running on this setup. God Goku is a very good character, right? So Kamehameha is obviously a team that is very good, and it was kind of and the brats here, if you want to talk about them. Goten and Trunks, Easy A Goten and Trunks, very good character. So I think they did pretty well with this Kamehameha category, and him obviously being a 200% for this team is going to be very nice because of the overlap that he has not only with Kamehameha but Earthbred Fighters, so you're going to be able to keep up his passive at all times. And, you know, with like Tech UI Goku and AGL Ultra Instinct Goku, you're going to have characters that you can put into slot 1, and they are going to work out very nicely with this Gohan as, you know, slot 1 characters, and you're going to let Gohan be able to build up, get into his standby, and be good to go. So let's go ahead and move on to our second character, and that is going to be a legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the Int version. And this is going to give us access to primarily the uncontrollable power as well as the planetary destruction category. Now, uncontrollable power is going to fit in very well with what's it called, planetary destruction. So this is going to be, you know, a very good overlap, right? When we're talking about like a team that you want to run. This is not like a best team setup video, but we're just going to talk about some of the characters on the team, right? We have Bio Broly, who works very well. Int Broly, obviously right here. Tech Broly, Cell Max, AGL Full Power Broly, right? Janemba, Tech Broly, STR Super Easy A Broly, Physical Kid Buu, Super Easy A. They're both down here somewhere. I'm just struggling. STR right here, Broly. We have Physical Kid Buu, right? And it's just going to work out very well, especially with free-to-play Bio Broly. You're going to be able to keep that part of his passive up. And also, you're going to be gaining access to stuff like Planetary Destruction and Revenge if you need to get freaky deaky with the team setup. But, again, this is a character that you can basically just run, you know, pure with uncontrollable power, and we'll just kind of move on to the same one. Movie bosses, right? We pull up movie bosses with Tech Broly. This character is going to work out very well, basically with the same team, because movie bosses and uncontrollable power essentially are the same team. But if you want to kind of get freaky deaky with it and take Bio Broly off the team, we now gain access to a character like Turles, who is on Planetary Destruction. But if you just want to run pure movie bosses, you can bring Turles. We now have access to the Broly trio. May they be as fraudulent as you want for them. We have characters like Full Power, Golden Frieza down here from Dragon Ball Super Broly. We gain access to Harudagarn. Just a very wide array of characters that we now have in the repertoire, and we're going to be able to kind of use them as we see fit, right? So I think this is a really good leader skill character as well. Just pure movie bosses, because movie bosses has seen a ton of buffs, and potentially, depending on what the 10th anniversary is, this team might just continue to get better, because the thing with this game is like, it's like movie heroes and movie bosses. They continue to sort of stay in the same, what's the word that I'm looking for, right? They stay in the same sort of relevancy period at all times, because, you know, movies don't really go unchecked, right? Like, you think about a game like Legends, and I know this is a Dokkan video, but Dokkan is kind of the same thing, where it's like, we don't go too long without movie bosses and heroes buffs. So new movie characters always tend to bring in the hype, so that's why I'm bringing this up, that these characters are usually always going to be getting buffs. So The last worldwide download celebration LR that we need to look at is the Super Saiyan Trio. This is one of the best leader skill units in the game because having 2 of these means permanent 77% support as long as you are sort of fulfilling their conditions with movie heroes and all-out struggle. So all-out struggle, we'll look at first just to kind of give you an idea of where we're looking at here, and then we'll look at Super Saiyans because and we can honestly look at all the categories, right? But we'll make it quick. I don't want to sit here for too long, but the trio themselves, Evoken, very good character. The Gammas you can get away with running, obviously, right? Future Gohan still isn't bad. We already mentioned Evoken. Evolution Blue Vegeta, a very nice character, right? We've got, when it comes to TURs, not the best list, though. So very top-heavy with the LRs. This is where you're going to want to kind of... this is where you want to tie the leader skill together and go over to the Super Saiyans bit, right? And then make sure that you are prioritizing movie hero Super Saiyans, right? Did I pull up the right category? I think I clicked on the wrong one. No, I got it right. All right, cool. But with that being said, this is where we tie in the rest of the category, right? We have our bad boy Gohan right here. We have physical Gogeta. We go down. We have tech Gogeta down here, right? The Go Bros if you're in a pinch. This Vegeta right here. He is not going to fit the movie heroes buff. But again, this is a character that you can like put on the team if you need to, right? God Goku could fit in the team just fine. And it kind of sort of covers all the needs that you have, right? So with this guy, you're constantly going to be looking down the barrel of 77% support, 154% support, whatever you want to look at it as, right? So 2 of these guys, it never hurts. This is one of the best leader skill units in the game for sure. Now, let's go ahead and move on to Tech UI Goku. Now, why is Tech UI such a good leader, right? Tech UI is such a good leader because he gives you access to the representatives of Universe 7 team, and then he gives you a... look at how many categories this guy is on. 19 teams. But he gives us access to, if I could find it, Entrusted Will. So Entrusted Will is not only giving us Tournament of Power characters, right? It's giving us access to characters that previously are not accessible for the Tournament of Power, right? We see the Super Saiyan Trio right here. We see this don't run them on this team. But really, it's the Super Saiyan Trio. And I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but LR Beast Gohan we gain access to. And in the very near future, like I think like they'll be in the data as I'm recording this video, whenever that comes out after maintenance. We have this Namagoku Vegeta, so that's pretty cool, right? We have Gohan and Piccolo right down here. We have the behemoth Super Trunks. I'm kidding, but after that, it's not really that good. But if you can throw Beast Gohan on a team, don't fart around. Just do it, right? Like if you have availability for Beast, just use Beast. So, you know, I think that this team overall, because we'll talk about it some more. Reps of U7, Universal Survival Saga, and even Realm of Gods, right? That gives you access to like Gogeta Blue and some other characters, right? Like any God Key character you could think of, like that's what Realm of Gods is, right? So you get access to that. And then Universal Survival Saga, this will give you the ability to use Jiren. You could toss him on the team. You have the 6-year EZAs, right? You have Evoken, the 17 in Frieza and 17 in Universe 7 EZAs. Very good characters. 17 and 18 you can use with other tournament participant characters, and you have a Goku around to trigger the unit super attack. Just a lot of good stuff, and then, like, you know, this is a really good leader skill character just because of all these simple things that he's doing, right? He has dodge support. We get access to the domain. He's a nice slot 1 character, giving attack support, defensive support on his super attack effects. This is just an all in all. This is a very, very good leader skill character, and hopefully Global does get the Tanabata banner, and we can actually use this guy, or we can, you know, Global gets an early chance to obtain this guy again. So, moving on, we won't talk too long about this guy. Beast Gohan, you knew it was coming, right? I need to adjust some of my settings on Dokkan info, but that's okay because this video is thankfully a simple one. What we can actually do, I'm being silly. We have a bunch of tabs open. Let me kind of close some of these tabs out, right? Yeah, let me be smart. But Beast Gohan, right? The superheroes team. You guys know what the superheroes team is at this point, right? Basically all the units that we've been covering up to this point, you know, 6-year EZAs, Gohan, or Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Gogeta Blue, who else do we got? I said the 6-year EZAs, Tech UI Goku, right? I'm sure I'm missing a few, the Gammas, we can use those characters and take advantage of a really good leader skill on top of Bond and Master and Disciple. So we get characters like Gohan and Piccolo, who have aged out a bit at this point, but you could still make an argument for them. And then Miraculous Awakening is going to give us access to other characters like Full Power Broly. And if we pull up Miraculous Awakening, we can actually see everything that this character is bringing to the table, because this is a very nice character here. Beast Gohan, you guys know how he works at this point, and I figured it would be a disservice to not at least mention it, right? Because now we get, again, this guy right here. This character, I think, is on the border of an easy A at some point soon, but really, it's just like the fact that you get access to Broly, I think is what makes his leader skill so good, because Broly is a very nice kind of floating unit, where he can just, you know, deal damage, build that defense up with a bunch of supers, potentially give you a domain if you need it to end the fight, right? It just works out well. So, last but not least, we have two characters left here. The first one we're going to be going over is this Vegeta right here, and he is just a Super Saiyan's leader in case you do not have the trio. This is a character that's going to give you easy access to running the trio team, and that's really just about it. And then he's also, like I said, giving you access to Vegeta's family as well if you need it. But again, this is kind of like we have the Super Saiyan trio at home, and it's going to be this Vegeta, but he is a very good version, right? This is like leftovers from the night before that were really good at home. So I think that this is a really good character. Fits one nicely for the Super Saiyan's lead. Let's go ahead and move on to the last character, and that is going to be our boy Broly. Now, the Super Bosses team, very nice. Transformation boost, a lot of good additions to that team, and Full Power also got a lot of good additions. So we'll quickly look at Transformation boost and Full Power. In terms of the new units that we got on Transformation Boost in the last, like, 6 months, we have both of the new Brolys, and we have Tech UI Goku, alongside everything else that we have down here. We have characters like Orange Piccolo, who you're probably not going to run on this team unless you put Beast Gohan on this setup, because you can get that from Full Power, because we need that in order to proc his guard and stuff like that. And then last but not least, we have the Full Power category, which again is going to have access to a ton of different things. Broly here, we got, I think this is, yeah, we got both the Brolys, we got Gohan, we have Beast Gohan, you know, another Broly version, we got Piccolo again. Like, this is just a Evolution Blue Vegeta. The Namek E units are going to be easying at some point, right? Just a very nice category. So there we have it. Some of the best leader skill units in Dokkan, or some of the best leader units in Dokkan. I saw this was a pretty common search, so I figured I would at least answer some of the questions and give you guys some help with that category, or with that that aspect of the game. So let me know down below who are your favorite leaders to use and all that fun stuff. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like before you go, subscribe if you are new, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any of the Dokkan content we post. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.